Hello, everyone. Welcome to our meeting. Today, I'm going to present Neptune, Evolution, and Healing Through Dreams. Okay, we can go to the next slide, please. So Jeffrey Wolf Green taught there are mainly three kinds of dreams. There are past life dreams, superconscious dreams, and nonsensical dreams. And dreaming in EA correlate with Pisces, the 12th house, and Neptune. So when the Pluto transiting through my 12th house, I started to dream intensely. Here is I quote from the Pluto book 1, how Pluto transiting 12th house affect us. There's the need to become aware of the nature of personal dreams, illusions, and delusions will characterize the theme or archetype of this evolutionary process. The need to merge with the source. The universal requires that the individual leap into the abyss with faith so that all barriers preventing this conscious union can be dissolved. And because of this dissolving process, the individual will commonly experience intense dream activity at this time. The dream activity promotes a release of unconscious content so that a psychic purging can occur that allows for a new cycle of growth and the direct connection to the source to occur. So because the dream is a very personal and private activity, I feel that the language of dream is very symbolic, and we can learn from the natal chart, and also like how the person attracted to specific information that can be the base of understanding our dreams. So I used my chart as an example. You can see the Neptune is in the 12th house Capricorn in my chart. For me, that means I can break the barrier like into my unconsciousness. And I feel I can only do this in the dream state because Neptune Pisces correlates with the formulas, and the Capricorn archetype is like a structure. So I feel only going to this dream world, I can kind of dissolve that Capricorn structure and experience this like ultimate reality and ultimate truth in my dream. Also, I feel at home in the dream state. And my Neptune is also squaring Mars in 8th house Libra. That reflecting my dream correlates to, I have a lot of violent dreams about being overpowered by others, being attacked by, I would say energy, maybe some spirit in the astral realm. Also, I in my dream, I fight against that energy. In this way, I feel in this crisis state, also the pressure I feel, I learn how to overcome my fear in like repeat dreams. Then the natal Neptune trines North Node in 3rd house Taurus. So I see dream as a vehicle to bring unconsciousness message into consciousness. It feels like I tap into the dream world and trying to translate the symbolic language so my mind and my brain can understand it. Also through the dreams, I can sort of develop the Taurus, survival skill and develop my inner security, because I can really feel what does it mean. It's the inner courage, inner security when I feel the connection with my soul and with the source. So the next one is 12th house cusp within Sagittarius. So for me, that's of course, it's tuned into the natural law, and I have very strong intuition. Also, I can use the dream to expand my consciousness. And the 12th house ruler is Jupiter in first house Aquarius, squaring the nodes, also squaring my sun and moon and Pluto. So that to reflect reflect my skip steps. Also, I experience or relieve those past life trauma in my dream. By doing that, I feel I developed objective understanding about my karma and the trauma. Also, give me the ability to detach from those very intense reaction, intense emotion. And I kind of developed the ability to detach and observe those repeat themes in my dream. It feels like I can do a lot of different experiments through my dreams, like to really feel what choice I make leads to the different reaction, and in that way, I really find a way to liberate and break free from my trauma. So the Pisces, you can see it's intercepted in my second house. So when I see that, I feel imagination, intuition, and dreams as my inner resource. I just have this desire to materialize my dreams, make something out of it. And also I can find real peace and calm in the solitude and in my spiritual value. So I just want to point out the south node of Jupiter conjunct my Neptune in 12th house. Also, south node of Neptune conjunct Jupiter. That's kind of like emphasize this how I can use dream to transcend my old beliefs, and how can I use this to bring healing to my soul. And the last thing is south node of Pluto and Saturn in 12th house Capricorn. That just reflects how my trauma correlates to like distorted power in patriarchy society. And also there is a strong suppressed dark moon goddess archetype, the fear of losing control, the total powerless, and the desperate. So the lesson here, I feel, is to take total responsibility of my soul's choice and experiences, not identify myself as a victim. And there is a constant desire to align with truth, with source's power. So as Jeffrey Green taught, the value is always in effort. When I do my work, I feel I can truly understand that I am the co-creator of my life, and that healing comes through me. So I just feel my gravity of consciousness can start to shift from the ego to the soul. So that's the dream symbols in my natal chart. And we can go to next slide.
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, why is it so silent? Why is it so silent?
I just saw the next slide now.
Oh. I'll mute myself again.
Okay, fine. So I just want to have some example of different kind of dreams. The first one is past life dreams. So Jeffrey Green taught when dreams have recurring themes for a period of time, sometimes a whole lifespan, they correlate to unresolved dynamics within the soul that correlates with some kind of trauma in which the soul is trying to work through relative to the nature of such dreams. The recurring dreams is almost always caused by unresolved trauma from prior lives. And we can go to the next slide to see the example. So this dream happened when I was 13 years old, I think. I had this dream reoccurred for like 3 times, and it's the picture to me, it's like a Sabian symbol picture. So I dreamed I standing in a dark alley watching a huge blood moon in the sky, and I was amazed, like witnessed some kind of, the amazed by the scene, but at the same time I was feel the threatened by a potential destructive power. So when I had my first EA reading with Deva, like I think maybe 5 years ago, I asked her about the dream. She said, this can mean my soul's desire to liberate from the past, because you can see the Jupiter squaring the nodes. That's very strong theme of deliberating and liberating and decondition from the soul's past and from all the trauma I have been through. So later, when I learned evolutionary astrology, I realized I was born right after a total lunar eclipse. So that means whatever have developed before this lifetime has reached like a peak, and this energy needs to be released in this lifetime. And of course, the Jupiter rules the 12th house, which correlates to dream, also squaring my sun and moon. I just feel this Jupiter energy is like a tool to help me integrate my sun moon polarity energy and help me to detach from my ego, like to see the whole picture, to see the whole picture with a more objectivity. And so I can make new choices and reaction based on this objective understanding. Also, I read about the full moon like archetype in the, I think it's Demetra George's book. She said this phase means necessary for the evolving soul to process from its instinctual body-oriented awareness into an awakened mental state. Also, there's ability to make idea concrete, to receive in illumination or visions, and to give them symbolic expression to fulfill the past. So this leads me to like give me an idea. Maybe I should check the chart, also check the Sabian symbol, like correlates to this dream. So when this dream reoccurred 3 years later, that's this chart in 2001, we can see the Pluto transiting Pluto conjunct my Uranus. and the transiting Neptune conjunct Jupiter also squares the node. And in this reoccurred dream, I see the blood moon on the sky is shaking and destroy houses, and finally lit on fire. Was in my dream, it was going to hit the apartment building I was in before I woke up. So I suddenly realized that's the potential destructive power I sensed in the first dream, and that definitely reflects in my chart. There is a strong desire to break free to individualization, but there is also a fear of total lost control. So I think that's the destructive power I have the fear about. And during the 3 years between the dream repeating, so I checked my progress, the sun and moon phase. It was going from the balsamic phase to a new phase, and the new moon happened in 2000. Yeah, happened in 2000. It's in 21° Scorpio. So I checked the Sabian symbol. It says, obeying his conscience, a soldier resists orders. A readiness to face the result of a refusal to follow the patterns of aggressive society. So that again helped me to understand, helped me to confirm this message. This dream is just like a whole picture of my past, and also like the path in this lifetime is truly to decondition and liberating from anything that hold me back. So let me check my note. And also I want to point out the first dream I had, the transiting Uranus is conjunct my natal Jupiter. So it's like the first awakening moment by a symbolic language from my soul. And the second dream happened in 2001. It's transiting Pluto conjunct Uranus, transiting Neptune conjunct Jupiter. And I read the Dane Rudia. In his book, he mentioned the Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto is beyond Saturn's orb. So hold on, I need to find my note about it. Yeah, the planets beyond Saturn are in the solar system, but not of it. Their allegiance is to the galaxy. They're the kind of ambassadors, at least a part of whose function is to draw the consciousness of human being towards the galaxy. So I just kind of put all these pieces of information together, give me a whole idea like what this dream means about my life. Okay, we can move to the next slide, please. So the other kind of reoccurring dream correlates to drama. From 2010 to 2014, I have very intense reoccurring sleep paralysis. In the dream state, I just have a lot of false awake and attacked by energy, or seeing like horrifying images, hearing like creepy noises. And in those dreams, I always feel those energies trying to choke me. I can't move or can't scream. So with this kind of dream keep repeating, sometimes I just started to like practice my reaction in the dream, trying to find a way to fight this energy or to break free from my fear. And I asked Red in message board about this dreaming. What does the dream means? He said the sort of dream can be a past life dream that reflects and symbolizes an intense trauma caused by extreme violence, as in a war. The sense of suffocation can be the memory of the moment of death in such a life or linked with the act of sexual violence. Such dreams are rooted in some deep unresolved trauma that the soul then relieves in various ways in order to try to remove some of pressure within the soul caused by the intense repression of the trauma itself. So we can move to the next slide. There is a dream chart as an example. I can use this example to explain how the dream helped me to overcome my fear, also bring healing and help me to break free from this sleep paralysis. So, oh yeah, right. And he mentioned the resolution of this dream is to accept the responsibility in one's own actions and or the karmic evolutionary need to have such traumatic experience in the first place. So this chart is one of my sleep paralysis dream. Before this dream happens, every time I have been attacked in my dream, I react very intensely, like just to fight them or trying to wake myself up from the dream, but always ended up exhaustion, and this dream always come back to me. So in this dream, I already moved to United States with my life, and I saw the same old monster waiting for me at my home in China in the dream. So even in a dream state, I kind of practiced my mind to remember, like, this is the repeating dreams I have. So I made a decision in my dream. I'm not going to react the same old way to my fear and anger. I'm not going to just jump into fight. And in the dream, I had the conversation with my soul. I hear the voice telling me that I'm not afraid of the physical death. And this monster can't really attack me because we're in the dream state. We are really just soul energy. And he can't really even touch me or hurt me at all. And I realized his only weapon is just to trigger my fear. So in my dream, I made the decision. I just yelled to the monster, "I'm not afraid of you." And the monster disappeared immediately in my dream state. So that really empowers me. And I feel after that dream, this kind of repeating dream really just stopped. So I'm gonna check. Okay, we can move to the next one. Okay, the next is superconscious dreams. Superconscious dreams occur when the soul during sleep travels to the astral realm or plane in which some key message or teaching is given to the soul by some kind of entity there. Upon awakening, the soul typically is met with a sense of joy combined with depression, where the joy correlates to the nature of the superconscious dream itself. And the depression correlates with the awareness that the soul is back in its current life body on earth. And typically, upon initial waking up, the soul cannot instantly remember who it is in the current life or where it is. It takes some moments for the soul to remember these things. And we can go to the next slide. There is a example chart as well. So in these dreams, I just I can say before this dream, I keep reading about those spiritual teaching. They teach you only on Earth there the time and space exist, but in reality, there is really no time and no space, no restriction. And I feel that's right, but I really don't know, like, what does it mean? I can't just integrate this message. So in this dream, the stories just like scattered pieces, um, but in the dream state, all those pieces event happened just at the same time. I take a notes. I said it feels like an explosion of my consciousness. Every pieces of information exists at the same time. It's because our brain are so used to understand things in a logical way. So we need to make this timeline to make sense of the whole story. For me, it feels like my gravity of consciousness shift from one piece to another piece. And it's this shifting helped me create a timeline for my brain to understand like what happened first and what happened next. But in reality, I can feel all those pieces of event really happened exact the same time. So that's for me is dream as a place I can receive some spiritual teaching. And also I have Pluto in natal 9th house, Scorpio. So all those information I learned, I need to have a direct experiences for me to truly understand them. I feel this kind of dream is put me to that experiences to really be in that reality. Then I can make sense of it. Then when I come back to daily life, I see this world with a different view and I make choice differently. And it's interesting, you can see in this chart the south node and oopsie, I think I think this chart might be wrong, but I'm just gonna read my note. Actually, in the south node and the sun is in 12th house. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I was confused. The sun and the north node is in 12th house Libra, sextile Saturn in the second house Sagittarius, conjunct my natal Mars and squares my natal Neptune. So it's interesting for me because the 12th house is the timelessness and the the formlessness. And in this chart, the North Node is sextile Saturn. That's a perfect way for me to experience this reality, the truth about time. And also in this chart, Jupiter is in the 12th house, trying my natal North Node in Taurus 3rd house. So that's like a received teaching from a dream world. And with that, that's really changed my mind and changed the structure of my mind. And also the Mercury is retrograde in this chart, conjunct my natal Venus in 9th house Libra. And the Venus is the ruler of my North Node. So that again, Mercury is information, and it's conjunct my Venus in 9th house. So it's this intuition comes to me, then I need to find a way to absorb it first, then I can kind of translate and interpret this message into the logical words. So I see we still have 7 minutes left. I'm finished here. If you have any questions or comments, I would love to hear from you.
That was fantastic, Wei. Thank you for sharing that.
Wei, what are your dreams like at the moment? Are you still having these types of dreams, recurring dreams, or stressful kinds of dreams?
Yes, actually, I feel it's really reflect the stress or the things going on with my life. Like if something is triggered in my emotion, I feel my dream would tell me like this is what you need to deal with now.
Do you write down your dreams when you remember them? Do you tend to remember them quite easily?
Yeah, because I started to write a dream journal maybe, I don't know, 4 years ago. So I kind of trained my mind to remind my dream, and when I wake up, I just immediately like write them down in my phone.
Very interesting. And this dream here, the dream example, in 1998, you're standing in a dark alley watching a huge blood moon in the sky, amazed and at the same time threatened by its potential destructive power. Well, I have a book here called Dictionary for Dreamers from Tom Chetwynd, and it's fantastic. I love it. And his description for the moon, his meaning for the moon is, this is the realm of the feminine, the maternal, including unconscious soul, the opposite of the sun and the reflection of it. This light in the dark often refers to direct intuitive knowledge shining in the depths of the unconscious. If this purely intuitive understanding is honored, it may become the source of all spiritual wisdom. So, yeah, pretty amazing interpretations for our dream. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, also I feel the blood moon, it's really the repressed and the traumatized feminine energy, like from my past lives. I feel the North Node conjunct moon is like reclaim this feminine power. So yeah, that dream is absolutely powerful for me.
Yeah, and your Jupiter is trining Mars, and you've got Neptune squaring Mars. You were saying earlier on, and I'm just looking up this book again, and the meaning for red, for the color red, blood, fire, wine. Therefore, the emotions as well as sexual excitement, also anger, seeing red, and getting red-faced with anger. So very interesting.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing I didn't put into the slide, but in my dream, there is a like releasing a lot of anger, because like when I have those dreams, I'm being attacked or like imprisoned, I always react to fight so hard sometimes. Then I had a one dream just not long ago. Like there are three people in the house, and two of the women have been killed. And then I was left with this guy, and I know he killed those women. So in my dream, I made the decision to revenge and killed him. But at the same time, I see those women died, have go back to their normal life. But because I made the choice to revenge, to react to my anger, I was trapped in this repeating karma of my soul, and I can't get out. I can't get back to my normal life. So that was powerful for me, because that reflect like in the daily life, I always when my emotion is triggered, I almost always react very intensely, and I want to get back. I want the other person to understand what does it mean to feel powerlessness or to feel being overpowered. Then after this dream, I understand this is like a message from my soul to telling me, when you let go and you are free to make a new choice to react to those anger, to those fear and hurt, then I tried it. Like every time I feel somebody want to overpower me or somebody want to fight me, I just let it go and react in a calm way. And the dynamic in the relationship really changed. So I feel that's very, very powerful to to really understand the message from the soul. Then when we make a new choice, we are not just repress our emotion, but to truly understand it and let it go.
Absolutely, Wei. And it's fascinating that you were able to correlate your dreams to your the symbols in your chart. So these are very real experiences, and your chart is, you know, it's the most important thing, isn't it? And so you're yeah, you're really doing something very constructive here.
Yeah, I hope I can learn more and more.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. So we've got 1 minute to go. Any quick questions for Wei?
I just want to say I agree with Linda. I think that was just amazing for you to do that. It was really excellent.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
We were talking about the yods, the temporary yod in your chart, and you know, and how you trying to get to communicate and trying to fulfill some sort of special purpose. So I think you've done extremely well today.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
That's great. Absolutely great.
Thank you very much, Wei, and thank you, everybody. So we'll see
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.
excellent.
Thanks, Ray. Bye.